I'm probably somebody's favorite host, John.
That that intro was so aggressive. Hey guys, it's Logan, your actual favorite host. Welcome back to another episode.
So, how about that Super Bowl, huh?
Yeah.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Cooper DeJean!
Yeah. What a dog. On his birthday.
White DBs.
That pick six was beautiful.
Oh my god, dude. I was explicit at that time.
Yeah, that was insane. Super happy for him. Super happy for Mr. Saquon. His birthday too. He didn't score, but he still had a pretty good game for a hard defense in the Super Bowl. What was it? 50 some rushing yards, 6 receptions, like pretty good game.
The only player the Chiefs stopped was Saquon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he really opened the game up for his receivers. I mean, we even talked about it before the game. I was like, no, I'm not big on kind of receiving anything from Philly when it comes to betting. But they keyed in on Saquon, and Philly took 100% advantage of that. They did exactly what you should have done in that situation.
Absolutely. They took 100% advantage of Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And it was the most amazing thing that I could have asked for, honestly.
It was an insane game in the most perfect way. I don't want to just say like it's so oversaid, but the Chiefs are not. They're still not. I didn't think they were a Super Bowl team going into it. If you
because they weren't.
Yeah, like their team is just not Super Bowl ready. But again, the Eagles' offense hasn't been either. They've had Barkley all season.
Yeah. And the biggest thing, right? And not to harp on this subject too much, but like without the refs' help, we see what that team really looked like.
That's what I said immediately after the game. Logan, you were we were in Discord together. I said that's exactly how every Kansas City game would have gone if it had been called fair.
Oh, for sure. Every time Mahomes would have got touched in any other game, it would have been a flag. And he got sacked, 6 times?
There was one controversial call right off the rip.
Yeah, with A.J. Brown.
And that was it.
Yeah, other than that, I mean, that was the first call of the game, and I remember saying, if that's how this game is going to go, I'm turning it off at halftime.
Yep.
And I watched the whole game, so...
Yeah. Chiefs got called on a lot for holding and face mask, and that was just an eye-opening.
Well, they finally got called for their penalties that they continued to commit throughout the season, that they got away with all season long.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. If you're going to call those, call it fair, and they did. Like, the refs did an amazing job for the Super Bowl.
They did a good job. They made up for a lot of bullshit throughout the season, and
I'm still mad at them.
Farther. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, one game doesn't, if the biggest game of the year, it doesn't amend everything they did all season long.
No, but it certainly helps.
I still think, I told John last night, it's definitely a ploy. There's something bigger going on. They had to prove that they're not there for Kansas City, and that's the game they did it on.
But I'm happy the Eagles won. I'm happy that the score at the end of the third was 34-0.
It was beautiful, is what it was.
I couldn't have asked for a better Super Bowl.
I could have been one where Green Bay won it, but other than that, I couldn't ask for a better outcome to this one.
Okay, given the Super Bowl that we had, and it being the only option we had, I am beyond happy with what we got and how it played out. No three-peat today. H words.
Yeah, it was a good game. Also, but let's talk about the other side of the ball for the Chiefs.
What is that? They showed up in like the last 2 minutes.
In garbage time.
No,
I mean, the
that's
Eagles
not what I
didn't
wanna
have any
talk
starters out there.
I want to talk about Xavier Worthy.
I mean, he's a fucking stud.
Yeah.
He looked good.
The plays that he made for that team is the only hope they had. 2 touchdowns, I think, was it? Some amazing catches and runs, and I'm pretty sure both of his catches were touchdown in the end zone, weren't they?
Something like that.
Yeah. I know the second one was, but yeah, just his speed is he's fast. And he was a star player for the Chiefs.
So that brings me to a point I wanted to talk about, and I'm really glad you brought up Xavier Worthy because it reminded me of this point that I thought about a while ago. So we're all talking about what's going to happen with the Chiefs wide receiver room. You got Hollywood Brown, D-Hop, Juju, Xavier Worthy, and who's that guy that got hurt?
Rice.
Right.
Yeah, Rashi Rice.
Yeah, he's probably suspended next season. Did we?
Oh,
we all
shit.
forgot about
For the whole
that.
season.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, he had some.
What's that wide receiver room going to look like next year?
Cooper Kupp.
I mean, no.
No
well,
way.
Maybe. It's possible. It's possible. It's going to have everything he's looking for as far as a championship team is concerned. Whether we like to admit it or not, they do win games.
Yes. But if the refs weren't involved,
yes,
would they
I
be
agree,
in the Super Bowl?
John. However,
How'd you know it was me?
you're the only one. Never mind. Inside thoughts. Inside thoughts. Inside thoughts.
He's learning.
I'm proud of him.
Quiet F word. But yeah, no, I mean, it's Cooper Kupp could land there. Do I think he will? I don't think so. I don't think he wants to go to Kansas City. If Baltimore could afford him, and they can if he's willing to maybe not take as much money, I could see Baltimore being a solid landing spot for him. Miami, maybe, but I don't think he wants to go there. So we'll see. We'll see. We got a lot of time. We've got a couple staff weeks. You know, Kellen Moore is going to the Saints as the head coach.
What about Debo?
Debo trade.
I mean, at this point, you got to find somewhere that's. They got to find somewhere that that they will take him. I mean, knowing he's, could be injury prone. He could, have a shitter season like he did.
Kind of got a bad
season.
attitude at times, it seems like. Because this is the second time he's done this. Because the first time they did this, they paid him. They paid him, right? He got a 2-year extension.
Yeah, he was holding. I don't remember if he held out or in, but he was holding of sorts.
He was holding out. I think he did the same thing Brandon Ayuk did. Or something similar.
No, Brandon Ayuk held in. Brandon Ayuk wanted to be a 49er. The problem was
to practice
because he wasn't allowed. He was going to the building every day, and they sent him home. But regardless,
I want to touch back on the Super Bowl real quick, and it's not necessarily have to be brought up, but as a football fan, I'm gonna bring it up because there's a lot of
controversy.
Thank you. Yes. Around it. And that was the halftime show. Realistically, it has nothing to do with football, but when they bring it to the Super Bowl, it kind of does. And it was just kind of like not everybody's cup of tea, and I understand that. And I agree with that. And it should, in the future, they should be more worried about the fans of the game rather than how much attention and money can be brought in because of who they have on stage.
Don't get me wrong. That halftime show, it sucked. All right, we can just say it.
Zach Top 2025 halftime show.
But
2026.
already announced, confirmed. No, so
Heard it here first.
Anyway, it sucked. We know that. Could have been better. Kendrick has plenty of songs that are better than what he showed up with. He took his shots at Drake, which personally I'm a fan of. Not Drake. I'm a fan of him taking the shots. But
it was kind of hard.
Kendrick Lamar is not the artist for the Super Bowl show when you have to take his strictly explicit songs and make them not that.
He still didn't care.
I do like what he did, and like, you know, the whole like America theme, like USA. Samuel L. Jackson as Uncle Sam was awesome. But
yeah,
I don't know, it didn't feel very Kendrick. It didn't feel very I don't even know how to describe how I feel about it in great detail.
Yeah, it's overall it sucked, and I think that's it. On a more positive note, what was y'all's favorite commercial?
I didn't really pay attention to the commercials, I'll be honest. They've fallen off. Commercials have fallen off. If I had to pick one, give me a Bud Light with Shane Gillis and Post Malone.
Yeah,
and Peyton Manning.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, it was funny.
I think that one or the Matthew McConaughey one was top tier.
I thought Matthew McConaughey had multiple.
He might have, but they added on
McConaughey's
to the Uber
a good
Eats.
actor.
They just added on to the Uber Eats one that we've seen all season with McConaughey and McCaffrey. Although McCaffrey wasn't in this one, but McConaughey was, and it was beautiful. Other than that, if I'm being honest, those are the only two that I remember and kept note of. But those were good.
The Doritos one was all right, I guess.
Oh, with the alien?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was funny.
Still not as funny as the pug jumping through the door from...
Yeah.
I think that might have been the year Green Bay won the Super Bowl. No. I'm not going to try and remember that. Anyways.
Yeah. I don't remember what year that was. But I do think never mind. I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, good talk.
Yeah, whatever. As soon as the Super Bowl ended yesterday, I got a notification from DraftKings to who is going to be in next year's Super Bowl.
What did you?
That's a crazy time to bet on it.
Yeah. They already have the odds as of yesterday of next year's Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, no, they already have them. I mean, Philly's the favorite. The Chiefs being a close second.
I'm about to pull it up right now. Maybe if I can find it. Yeah,
You
2026
hey, you
Super
like
Bowl.
'em young.
The Eagles are plus 600. The Chiefs are plus 700. Then the Bills and Ravens are also both plus 700. But the more interesting one was Green Bay Packers is plus 1800, along with the Commanders and the Bengals.
I mean, it makes sense.
And then we have a drastic drop from 1800 with the Commanders, Bengals, and Packers to the Rams at 2800.
The Bears are plus 4,000.
Yeah, Bears are plus 4,000. In the middle of the list.
It's been a long time since the
He's
Bears
like
were there.
happy about that. Did you hear that? He's in the middle of the list. Like this
For
is
sure.
great.
For sure. They're above the Cowboys, the Steelers. No one else is really of relevance, but that's not important.
I think it's kind of important.
No, I don't. Let's stop it there. Moving on.
That's what you'd like to do, isn't it?
That's what we're going to do. With this segue to our sponsor.
To our what?
What?
We have one of those?
No, but not yet.
Oh.
Anyway,
Well, that's probably good for your health, because I was going to be real mad that you got paid and we didn't.
let's switch to everybody's favorite podcast game show, Trade or No Trade, hosted by me.
Ooh.
I
Why
have.
would we let you host it?
Thankfully, it's a podcast, so you guys don't have to look at the least attractive game show host on the planet.
That's not true. I got them pretty blue eyes, so I got that.
Yeah, but nobody
going for
can
me.
see him because you're only 5'8".
Bullshit. That's Chewy. Anyway, trade or no trade. So, basically, the rules of the game are I'm going to read off some fantasy football trades that I have seen on the interwebs, and John and Chewy are going to give their reactions and opinions on the trade. I'm going to read it off as a question to each of them, and they will answer rather trade or no trade, hence the game.
Did you actually properly prepare this week?
I did.
I don't believe you.
We're about to find out.
Yeah, we don't have a choice.
Okay, starting off.
Hey, wait.
What?
I was just going to see if you'd wait.
Damn it. Damn it.
Okay. Anyway. Who wants to go first?
John does.
John does. Perfect. John.
Sick. Voluntold. Let's go. What you got?
Mazel tov.
I am offering you Hunter Henry, Jaden Waddle, a 2025. Ooh. What? Hello?
My brain can't do pauses. Come on, Jalen Waddle.
Hunter Henry, Jaden Waddle, a 2025 first round pick 5, round 3 pick 5, round 2 pick 8, and round 2 pick 7. Is that, you got all that?
I think.
For Saquon Barkley.
No.
No.
In a dynasty?
Yes, this is a dynasty.
No, Saquon's in his prime. I want Saquon for his prime. All those others are guesses and maybes, or just guys that aren't consistent. The year Saquon had this year with a good offensive line, he doesn't get hit as much. He's not as banged up. Healthy all year. Give me Saquon. Absolutely.
That's true. But you're also getting 4 early round picks.
That's fine. I have Saquon. This is a guaranteed top.
Also, in a dynasty league, you're only drafting rookies.
Yeah, it's not like the rookies are guaranteed to play out.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
Yeah, give me Saquon.
All right. I agree, but the questions are necessary.
Does that mean it's my turn?
It is.
Woo! Oh,
Chewy.
What?
I am offering you Bucky Irving, Malik Neighbors.
All right, I'll stop.
Lad McConkey in a 2025 second round pick 5 for Josh Jacobs, Justin Jefferson, Rashee Rice, and a second round pick 7.
You got a deal.
No way.
Wait, hold on. You said second round pick 7?
Yeah, I'm
For
trading
my
you
second round pick what?
5.
Yeah, I'll take that deal.
So you would take Irving, Neighbors, and McConkey for Jacobs, Jefferson, and Rice,
And then pick swap, yeah.
knowing what Rice is going through that we coincidentally just talked about.
Wait. So I received the all the rookies, well, second years coming up that you mentioned, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. Also, I forgot to mention this. The last trade and this trade were legit trades that actually happened and got accepted.
Wait, say that again?
The trades, John's trade and your trade, were accepted trades in leagues.
I wouldn't have accepted the first trade.
Neither would I.
But the second trade, yeah. Because worst case scenario, if Bucky Irving doesn't perform as well as he did, I can offload him.
Yeah.
You know?
I do see a world where the second trade makes sense in a dynasty, depending on where you finished this year.
Yeah.
But that Saquon trade, like, I don't. To me, and this is just me, if I have Saquon, he's probably invaluable. I probably never get rid of him at this point.
Yeah, no.
Oh, for sure.
And I like Josh Jacobs, and obviously Justin Jefferson is a fucking absolute unit. But Lad McConkey and Malik Neighbors have the potential to put up some ridiculous numbers. As well as Bucky.
Yes.
My only worry with that is they're both, in my opinion, kind of undersized, and they've both already dealt with injuries in their rookie seasons just because of their size.
Which rookies dealt with injuries?
Lad McConkey and Malik Neighbors both missed time this year.
I don't think Lad did.
Yes, he did.
When?
Sometime this year.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't have it pulled up in front of me.
Oh, why not?
I don't know.
Well, figure it out.
This next one is John. I am offering you Tyreek Hill, DK Metcalf, and Christian McCaffrey.
You're going to have to give me a second. I'm looking this up.
Okay. Cue elevator music. Do, do, do,
You should really add some elevator music.
Yeah. So, should we talk about well, he's looking this up, so it's not just silent. Let's talk about our dynasty and what we plan
He missed
to
week 14 with a knee and a shoulder injury.
Oh, did
So
he?
one week.
And he's still small.
He's not.
He's kind of small.
How tall is he?
Let me look that up.
I think you're going to be quite surprised. All right, he's a little bit short.
He's 6 foot 185. That's small for an NFL receiver.
Yeah, but he's a dog.
I'm not saying he's not. His play was never brought up as a concern. My concern was injury because he's undersized.
I don't know. Tyreek's evaded injury pretty good, and he's 5'7".
He's also fast.
Very fast.
Well,
Okay, John.
you know what? And white DBs were an exile time, so the future is now, old man.
Oh, Yeah.
Logan's
All right.
echoing like crazy.
I don't hear any echo, but oh, never mind.
Is that better?
Yes.
Ah!
What was that?
Yes. I was testing the echo.
Okay, John.
Logan.
Tyreek Hill, DK Metcalf, Christian McCaffrey. And
That's
I
who I'm
want,
receiving?
yes, I want from you, James Cook and AJ Brown.
Ooh.
I'd take that trade.
Based off last year, with McCaffrey not even playing a total of like 10 snaps, DK Metcalf wasn't
Played 3 games.
huge. Yeah, but he didn't take all the snaps. And Tyreek Hill, well, one, losing his quarterback, and two, just not producing the numbers that he's generally produces. I would also take that trade of AJ Brown and James Cook. I have one more that's just an absolute, in my opinion, isn't even close, and I don't understand what people's thought processes are, but we'll get your guys' opinion. This one's going to be an all-around note to no one specific because I want you both to touch on it. I am offering CeeDee Lamb for Terry McLaurin, a round 1 pick 3, in a 2026 first round to be determined.
Can I ask one question before I answer?
Yes.
If I'm the one who's going to receive Terry McLaurin, who's my quarterback?
Anyone but Jaden Daniels. Let's say your quarterback is
Jordan Love.
I would go Jordan Love. Because we touched on this last week about Terry McLaurin again, and we all know you want the stack. But if you don't have the stack,
If I don't have the stack in a dynasty, if I don't have a stack in the dynasty give me CeeDee because Terry McLaurin's going to be 30.
Even if Dak gets hurt again, you'd still take CeeDee?
Absolutely, because even when Dak was hurt, he still caught the ball 10 times for 10 yards. That's 20 points in fantasy. At least the way we play full PPR.
Yeah, I've experienced that firsthand.
Truthfully speaking, CD actually performed better with Cooper Rush than he did with Dak.
Because he caught the ball 10 times instead of 4 for 60.
Cooper Rush needed a safe option, and that was CD.
I'm not saying that it wasn't. I'm just saying.
Right. Yeah. Was that? I don't know. I think it's hard because Terry McLaurin is so good, but we haven't seen him without Jaden Daniels, obviously.
Yeah, we've seen him with Marcus Mariota when Jaden Daniels got hurt.
That's true.
We've seen him with several other quarterbacks.
But
that is true.
Yeah, but from last year's standpoint.
What about it?
I think that I was agreeing that CD is the safer choice because
I like my ceiling with Terry better, personally. That's just me.
Yeah, I get it.
I've I don't know. It's personally, I'm higher on Terry McLaurin than I am on CD, and that's just really, it's just me. That's my feels, my vibes situation there.
If I'm getting Terry McLaurin and two picks, one of them being a first round, and then the other one was a 2026 first round, but the pick is undetermined. Because you get a first round pick 3. I don't know. I think it would depend on where I am also drafting at.
I mean, yeah, that certainly plays a role.
And I don't know, but player for player, I don't know. I think I would still go CD.
For me in a dynasty, it's just because he's a younger player. Like, yes, I agree that Terry's ceiling is higher on a per week basis, but longevity wise, I know I have a wide receiver one that I don't have about in upcoming drafts for a decent amount of years. That's why I chose to go with CD over Terry.
Right.
I don't think that's I don't think there is a wrong choice here.
I think it's just
no matter how you flip it, you're gonna be in a good position.
I think it's very dependent on the team you have. You're either in win now mode with Terry because you want those spike weeks, or you're in, hey, I got my wide receiver one. What can I use my first round picks on? Kind of deal. I think depending on the team you have would be the decision maker in that trade.
Well, not only that, but the receiver you take also could depend on the upcoming college class, which is something you're going to be looking at as in a dynasty league. If you need to replace your receiver, what does the trade market look like? What do the rookie receivers coming in look like? Stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
I just got this. I mean, it's the off season. I mean, officially the off season, and we're gonna have a hard time finding good conversation. So I feel like these games and these segments of the show will really help it beef up this podcast a little bit, and I'm sure the viewers would agree. And if you do, your thoughts on these, we would love to hear about them. So please leave a comment somewhere.
Maybe even send your trades in for us to, get our opinions on and talk about.
See how we would, if we would take the trade or not. You can message us on Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook.
Yes, all those links are in the link tree. Very easy to find us.
Go to our Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. YouTube.
There will be a post after this episode, just so on Facebook, so it's just easily accessible. Feel free.
You can DM us on Twitter too, but I don't check that very often.
Drop your trades in. Give your opinions on these little games. And with that being said, I have another idea that I just came up with, and we're gonna see how it works. John and Chewy, you guys both have a dynasty quarterback on your team. Quarterback is not an issue.
What are we talking here?
I'll explain.
Like, should I get my pen and paper out for this? Is there a lot of rules that I got to remember?
No, it's very straightforward.
Are we talking about like a hypothetical fantasy situation?
Yes.
Okay.
Hypothetical fantasy. You guys both have your dynasty quarterbacks. You're set, okay? Each of you have a first-round pick in this upcoming draft for your fantasy team. Who are you picking? Who is your number one
draft?
Yeah, who is your number one overall for your fantasy team? You have the very first pick.
Man, that's kind of tough. I'm not going to lie.
It's hard because I don't know where the rookies are going. Like, we only have projections.
Right. But
Yeah.
in your opinions, like try not to stress about it so much. But in your opinions, you have the first pick. You don't need a quarterback. I just figured you didn't need a quarterback because that would kind of help the scenario a little bit if you already know who's going to be passing the ball or handing off the ball to your player.
I mean, we're looking at strictly
Like just how the rookies perform.
rookie receivers.
Kinda.
Like not rookies from 2024, but rookies coming into the league.
Yeah.
I mean, Emeka's up there. Emeka, whatever his name is. Travis Hunter, you could make an argument for. Trey Harris at Ole Miss. I don't know.
Can't pronounce his name, but the wide receiver out of Arizona.
Yeah, I looked at it. I didn't want to try it.
Will Compton out of LSU. Oh, this is fantasy, not. Sorry.
Are you talking about McMillan?
I like Ashton Genty.
Tetroa and McMillan. Genty's a back, though. I guess we're talking about
what the team needs. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
I'm guessing I need a running back because I needed a running back this past year in fantasy.
Actually, you've needed a running back like 2 years in a row.
Shut up, Chewy.
I don't know. I'm looking at our top prospects right now.
I'm taking Genty or Travis Hunter.
I mean, I don't think that's an unsafe play, you know?
I think that's probably the safest.
I don't know about Travis Hunter. It really just kind of depends on where he goes and what their biggest needs going to be. The NFL is a whole different league of football than college, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he
true.
can't do what he did. It's just going to be a lot harder. It's going to be a lot harder.
There's a reason why it's not popular to do.
And also, Ibuka's up there too. I might take him.
I mean,
It depends on where he goes.
Very high on Ibuka, but again, all of these really depend on where they end up too. Because they could go to these places and sit behind people.
Okay. So maybe this was too much of a loaded question without the information that we have.
We did say that.
So let's switch it. Let's switch it. You have the first overall pick in a non-dynasty redraft league. Who's your number one?
Oh,
Saquon.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, Saquon. Saquon.
Or Jamar Chase.
I was going to say, Jamar Chase.
Those are my two.
I think those are really the only two logical first one-of-one picks.
I agree. And I think we're going to be very angry, whoever has first round in our draft. Or first pick. Or first two picks. If it's not one of us.
I mean, listen, if I don't have pick 1 or 2, I'm going to be mad at regardless who gets it.
That's true.
We're supposed to be doing at least the sleeper league we did based on finishing position, right?
I don't like that.
Why?
Because I'm going to have pick 8 or 9.
Do better. I don't know.
I think it should be
Logan. You'd have pick 9.
Yeah. So I don't like that at all.
Chewy and I are picking in the middle.
Do better.
I think it should be whoever's in the championship gets 1 and 2. But
why the fuck would we do that?
I don't know, because we had listen, my team was not a championship team until it was.
So the Eagles should pick first in the real draft, right?
Oh, this isn't real life.
This This is as close to real life as we're getting, and we're treating it as such.
If you don't like it, leave.
Well,
Yeah, I already have to kind of... Yeah, I don't have inside thoughts.
Yeah, good call. What's it going to take for us to get Nolan in the fucking fantasy
He
league?
doesn't play fantasy football.
What a loser.
Tell him.
Obviously not actually, but...
I don't know. We should definitely randomize it because I get a better shot that way.
We're not randomizing it. Unless it's voted on by the majority.
Well, that's where my vote's going.
Your vote might not count because you're a Bears fan. I could eliminate every Bears fan vote in my league, and it would still be fair because I'd only eliminate 2.
Okay.
What, you don't like that idea, Logan? I like that idea.
Why would I like that idea?
I don't know. Why do you like the Bears?
Because
People make bad choices sometimes.
I don't know. I might switch my team this year.
Yeah, okay. You probably go pick somebody like the Chiefs.
Oh, no, definitely not.
I don't know. I'm not so convinced.
Nope. If I'm gonna pick a team like that, I might as well pick the team that actually won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but you were just right before we started recording. You were saying how much of a Taylor Swift fan you were.
That's not accurate at all.
I know it is.
Nope.
I heard it.
Nope.
You were singing that song about 22 or whatever.
I wasn't actually.
I've seen your playlist. It's all Taylor Swift.
We're about to have some bad blood, so calm down.
Convenient.
Well, define bad blood, because if my BAC goes up, then I don't think it's that bad.
Listen, I know you're short and a lot of shit goes over your head, but that one was really bad.
Bold of you to assume I didn't know what you were talking about.
Well, I don't think you did.
Bears fans jumping to conclusions yet again. What did you guys say last year, Super Bowl?
What was I talking about then, huh?
You said bad blood.
Yeah, referring to
a Taylor Swift song.
Oh, you would know because you're the fan.
No, I just have a brain and eyeballs.
No, it's your secret pleasure. It's okay.
I think we're getting carried away with this.
It's the off season.
About to get carried away on a fucking gurney. I farted.
Listen, no matter what you hear,
think we could put like. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, no matter what the audience hears in this podcast, we actually do like each other. So
he can speak for himself.
Okay.
I like John.
All right. That's fine.
I like you guys most of the time. I'll leave it at that. You guys think we could put like podcast hosts on our resume now? Technically, what episode number is this? What do we say we have to get to? So yeah, technically.
Yeah, most podcasts don't make it past the 8th episode, so we're here,
so
boys.
All we got to do is
did
make
it.
one more, and we're better than average.
Yeah, well, if Logan keeps it up, we're gonna have to look for a new editor.
I don't think so.
No, I think we might have to find a new co-host in a minute.
God, please.
We're gonna have a meeting. Chewy's fired.
Finally! I'm out of here!
We're voiding a contract.
It's about fucking time. Wait, what? I didn't sign shit.
That you know of.
Yeah, you did verbally. You don't remember
Why would I do
that
that?
night that we all talked about it? And Logan recorded all of us verbally saying we agree as a verbal
I don't have that
contract
recording
signing.
On
Well,
my
he
desk
asked if we wanted it, and I said yes, and you didn't. So I have it in my email.
Well, go ahead and forward that to me.
Will do. You're not gonna like it.
I mean, I'll be fine.
You can have it.
Unlike you, I'm an adult.
I hope a lot of this is getting cut.
Probably
It
not.
probably is. You know what? How much work can we make for Logan?
He can literally stop recording at any time. Let's not piss him off.
Yeah, it's not
That's
that
fair.
hard. One button.
Anyway, closing notes? Because I want to go to
Closing
bed.
notes. Yeah, Super Bowl. Meh.
Happened.
Go Birds.
Go Birds!
Birds.
Exciting whites!
Cooper DeJean, fucking dog.
Dog.
White
me a
EVs
jersey.
are back.
Yeah,
Buy it your damn self.
that was
I
great.
love it. To clip that.
Great.
Clip that.
And the funny part is that wasn't even soundboarded.
Well, it's about to be.
That was a good one.
Yeah, but other than that, again, please let us know your thoughts on trade or no trade, and send us in yours. If you have any wild trades going on in your leagues, we'd love to talk about them. And
Or even
or-
trades you're thinking about sending. Like,
for
hey,
sure.
this sounds good to me, but what do you guys think before I send it and look like a cotton-headed ninny muggin?
yeah, for sure. If you believe it or not, we actually kind of know ball, even despite all
Well,
the jokes and stuff we make. We will.
We know
Some of us
fantasy ball,
do a lot of
for sure.
research.
We will
Some
give
of
you.
us watch a lot of film.
We will give you our unprofessional, professional opinion for sure, and it may help you. And
we will
Listen.
not be held accountable for what you ultimately decide, though.
But truthfully, our advice is probably better than your uncle's that's been rooting for the Bears for the last 30 years. I'm just putting that out there.
Yeah, so take mine and John's advice and not Logan's.
there's also the point of there's a lot of bigger podcasts out there that you guys might listen to, and that's perfectly fine because we do too. But they're so big, they don't have time to see
Yeah,
all
and
of your
ideally we'll
messages.
be there one day and still be able to hold this segment. Obviously, we wouldn't be able to get to everybody at that point, but
But
Whatever.
hopefully we would see your guys' names and remember, hey, I remember that was the first ones we ever responded to.
Yeah, and then you would
although
officially
10 years from now, if you're still asking us for fantasy advice in the DMs, maybe just hang it up.
That's a pretty good point.
yeah.
All right. 1 point for Chewy.
I think that's 2
Yeah.
points for me now, actually.
But for real, in all seriousness, send us your trades. If you get in now, then eventually, when we're big enough to,
Trades with Little Debbie zebra cakes attached to them to the front.
who knows? Maybe if you're one of the first to ask for advice, we won't charge you later on. So there's that.
If Logan tries to charge you later on, call me. I'll beat him up.
If either of these guys give you problems, just let me know. I'll put their phone chargers on the top shelf. We won't have any.
Okay.
Joke's on you. I know how to operate a scissor lift.
Fair enough.
Certified.
Survive. All right.
All
Thanks
right,
for
I
listening.
love you.
Just guys being dudes.
Just dudes being guys.